That's all.
There have been journalists in Turkey who've been put in prison for writing about this, though. That is true. I mean, they're not completely without foundation when they say it's risky to discuss
Well, it
the
may
story.
be risky depending on certain government politicians, but it is not illegal to discuss Armenian issue. There are certain times, depending on certain words, yes, they interpret the Constitution differently.
But it may not be illegal, but if you end up in jail, it's certainly ill-advised, isn't it?
Well, maybe ill-advised, but academicians do it all the time.
Okay. Again, Mr. Babikian argued that by refusing to use the word genocide, Turks are not just hurting Armenians, they are also hurting themselves. And here's his reasoning, and I want to get your comment on this. He would say that by not coming to terms with Turkey's own history and by being unwilling or unable to engage in a real serious national debate within Turkey about the events of 94 years ago, it hurts Turkey's domestic development, democratic development, and the willingness of the rest of the Western world to embrace Turkey, which at the end of the day, he would say, is bad for Turkey. Is that true?
No, that's what Armenians want everybody to believe, especially Mr. Babikian. In fact, I will turn his question to him. Armenians don't want the debate because they stifle debate. In a lot of countries, they passed or attempted, some countries in Europe they did, and even here they attempted to pass laws indicating that it is illegal to deny genocide. So for them, this is a fact. There's nothing to dispute, nothing to discuss, and if you deny it, it's illegal. And there are so many non-Turkish independent third-party scholars, I can name 20 of them at least, that were silenced, that were bombed, their house, and their conference was attacked, like Bernard Louis, Stanford Shaw.
Okay, but you know that there's this new list that's come out, a bunch of Turkish scholars who have said, yes, it was a genocide, and they've signed their name.
Well, so let's have a debate.
So have a debate. Okay.
Exactly.
I got a couple of minutes left here. Let me raise one more thing with you. This is obviously, this issue has been around for a long time, almost a century. And I wonder if you think there's anything that you feel could be done to ease the tension and enhance the potential amity between your two societies.
Sure I do. And in fact, going back to 1995, at that time, several terms, but I was the president of the Federation of Canadian Turkish Associations. And you know, Mr. Sarkis Asadurian, who's an MP, who was an MP of Armenian descent and was recently elected. We met with him, some members of our community, and there's a letter that I wrote as the president of the Federation, and the whole idea was to get together the Armenian community here and the Turkish community and start a dialogue. So we're in Canada, these events do not belong to Canada.
How'd that go? How did those efforts go?
Nothing. About 4 months after repeated letters, he came and said he cannot get the Armenian community to meet with Turks. Same thing happened, attempted again, my second term of presidency, which was in 2004, met with another prominent Armenian community leader who was willing to do, but he came, he says, we cannot bring the Armenian community to meet with Turks. I believe their hatred of Turks is their raison d'etre. You know, there are a lot of Armenian friends that I have, mostly from the Armenians from Turkey, but maybe there are other groups that are blocking it. Surely we should have a debate. We have so much in common, our food, our culture, our music, you know, anything other than maybe religion is common. There are a lot of commonality there. Let's emphasize those, get together, and then once the dialogue starts, maybe we can agree or disagree, agree to disagree, do something about it. But these kind of political lobbying efforts, whether it's genocide or not, is not really akin to the peaceful existence of different communities in a multicultural society.
Mr. Delen, we're very grateful you could come in tonight and share your views on this very problematic subject. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.